Hello everyone and welcome to another League of Legends video. This one featuring a guy who's playing Teemo with a 600 ping. No, I'm kidding, it's Ricker and for here, Ricker for short, and welcome to my Galio game play commentary thing. Anyway, so I'm going to be playing mid as Galio, and on my team is going to be a jungle Volibear, a Tryndamere, Teemo, and a Wukong. And we're going to have Tryndamere Wukong bot with Teemo soloing top. And on the other team, we're going to have Dr. Mundo and Ash, and let's see who else. Heimerdinger, Teemo, and Brand. And it's actually going to be Brand mid against me. And I'm just going to say right now, I went the wrong runes. Like, I went fine masteries, but runes, I just stuffed it up. Like, I went AD with some extra armor and magic resist and health, I think, maybe. I'm not too sure. And it's very annoying, but you know, that's what happens. Anyway, so Galio is quite an interesting champ. You can play him AP mid because if anything you would build him AP. Well, you wouldn't build him AD, that's what I'm trying to say. But he's quite interesting because of the way of his passive, how it works. It's called Runic Skin, and what it does is it converts 50% of his magic resist into ability power. So it's like the ultimate mid counter thing. Like, Galio can counter most AP champs just because of his because like basically what you want to do is you want to, like, the more the more magic resist you build, the more they can't attack you, like the less damage they do, and the more AP you get, so the stronger you get. So it's like saying the best defense is a good offense. So, that's why, obviously, you can see I started Null Magic Mantle, for obvious purposes. And a health bar and a mana pot. Anyway, so it looks like, Teemo is going to be bot with Tryndamere instead. And Wukong, I just want to say right now, this Wukong is a whinging biatch. I'm going to say that. Because this Wukong, like, he whines all day about how he's underleveled and he's going bad, and that he's not bad even though he goes quite negative, like 0.2. Anyway, so Wukong's gonna try and gank and actually get quite a bit of damage on himself. And it looks like Brand's gonna try and kill him, but I'm gonna be there just in case to stop him if he does. But Wukong's gonna be able to recall just fine. Anyway, so looks like nothing actually happening. So Galio, as you can see, also it does have a counter on how much extra ability power. It says bonus ability power 31.34, and I have 35 ability power. Now, if I was running the right runes, I would have about 60 ability power, so that's the unfortunate thing. Anyway, so the interesting, the main skill that I like to max up first, and you can see me spamming it over and over and over again, is his Q, which is called Resolute Smite. Galio fires Concussive Blast from his eyes, and I'm not sure if it even does. Like, let's just check. I should use it in a sec. Yeah, you can't really see. Anyway, dealing magic damage. I'm gonna actually flash out of that, but still take damage, but I'll survive because of my passive, and it looks like, unfortunately, Teemo getting a kill on our Wukong, and unfortunately taking first blood. So already this Wukong's off to a bad start, and he's like, oh my gosh, you guys need a vision ward. Well, first of all, he's the one that died, and also vision ward early on isn't too good. I mean, you can do it, but you know, it's all that Wukong's fault. He shouldn't have done that. Anyway, so I'm going to teleport in and deal quite a bit of damage to this Brand, and oh, there's a flash. So, probably could get him soon, but I'm not going to risk it just yet. Anyway, so, yeah, yeah, his Q, it just deals damage and also reduces their movement speed for 2.5 seconds. The great thing about this is that once you get a lot of ability power, it can actually deal quite a bit of damage. And since it's an AoE ability, it can hit multiple people, which is great. And it also sets, the great thing about that is that it's also paired with your E is a great chasing skill. So his E is Righteous Gust, Galio unleashes a gust of concussive wind that deals magic damage to all enemies in its path. A directional draft remains for 5 seconds, increasing the movement speed of all allies passing through it by 20%. And Wukong's getting chased. And Trinimir's unfortunately going to take the fall for him, I think. Getting quite low, but it looks like he'll be able to make it out fine. Anyway, so basically it's like slow, speed up, and it's a great chasing ability. Anyway, so this brand is being really retarded, and meanwhile team are getting a kill top on Mindo. Pardon me. Whew. Yeah, this brand is just staying around on way too little health. Like 1 Q from me could probably take him out, and like I said, 1 Q can take him out, and the turret just one more turret away from me, but it doesn't look like it's going to be able to, and I'm going to be able to get out of there quite safely, Q the minions, and recall. Anyway, so his W is Bulwark. It's probably the skill I'd like to max up last. Galio shields a friendly champion for 4 seconds, increasing their armor and magic resistance by 30 each time the unit suffers damage. Galio is healed for an amount, plus 20% healing for each consecutive hit. Anyway, or minus, I think. Anyway, so it looks like Wukong getting his first kill on Teemo, and that's actually going to help him out a lot. He's now 1-1, and it looks like he's going after Heimerdinger. And will he be able to finish him off? Yep, so double kill. Anyway, so I have gotten now a Chalice of Harmony. Chalice of Harmony, great item because it does give that extra mana regen from the Meki Pendant, and it also does increase your magic resist. So it's a great AP item for him. Well, not really AP, but okay, it's a great item for Galio, especially against a mid AP champ. And that's why I bought it. By the end of this game, I don't actually get to sell it or anything, so it just stays as the Chalice of Harmony. Anyway, I sped that up way too much by accident. Pressed the wrong button. Anyway, so his ultimate is Idol of Durand. It's probably one of my favorite skills in the game. Galio channels for 2 seconds, taunting nearby foes and blocking a percentage of incoming damage. I think it's 50% at all levels, but I'm not too sure. We will find out. Anyway, so it looks like Wukong doing something stupid again, and getting dealt quite a bit of damage, but looks like he'll be able to get out by using his clone. Anyway, so it looks like Trinimir going after Heimerdinger. There's an ignite going on to Wukong, and Teemo coming out of the bushes while Teemo appeared. Gonna kill Wukong with that ignite. Trinimir's gonna go after Heimerdinger, and it looks like Teemo's gonna kill Ashtop, but it looks like Trinimir's getting turned on right now. That's what she said, and it looks like he'll be able to get out. Just pop a health pot and he'll be fine. Anyway, so his ultimate is Idol of Durand, yes. After channeling, Galio deals magic damage to surrounding enemies, plus an additional 5% damage for each attack he suffered while channeling. Max 40% bonus damage. This is basically just a massive AoE taunt, and it is epic. Like, it's one of my favorite skills. You can set up team fights very nicely. Like my last video, I was playing Skarner. How I said he was an initiator. Well, the same thing basically applies to Galio. What you can do is you can flash ult, and then you can just keep them in that taunt circle thing, and just let your team do their thing. It's even greater if you have another AoE ultimate like a Mumu or Cannon. Anyway, so I'm gonna go gank here. Heimerdinger's gonna place down a turret, but I'm gonna be able to pick him up. Just unfortunately, Wukong dies because he's retarded. And we're gonna go after Teemo, and I'm gonna pop my ultimate there. That's what it looks like, and we're gonna get quite a bit of damage, and I'm gonna get a double kill and actually start a killing spree. So that's great for me. I am now 3-0, and that was fun. Anyway, so that's what his ultimate looks like, and it's on a very high cooldown, 157 seconds. That is amazing. Like, normally ultimates like 90 to 120 seconds, even Lux at like 45 seconds. This one, 157 seconds. Like, that's just amazing. Like, amazingly high. Anyway, so that's what it is. Anyway, so yeah, that's his abilities. I take Flash, Teleport, obviously because, well, Flash obviously because you're able to Flash ult, and also Teleport because I don't find Ignite that great on him because I build him more of a tank with those tanky items, not so much AP, so I don't find myself in the AP carry zone, so I just prefer teleporting in and then like teleporting into another lane and then just like ulting or something. Anyway, so I'm going to recall right now. In a second, I'm just going to queue that last minion and recall. Anyway, so let's see what I buy. I think I buy a Catalyst. Yep, and Boots. So Catalyst are great item on, well, any AP mid champ, and for obvious reasons, but I like to get on Galio first because I like to build into a Banshee's Veil. Banshee's Veil, one of the first items that you don't particularly like to get. Anyway, I'm dealing quite a bit of damage on that Ashe, but she is going to unfortunately ult me and use her heal, so she's going to be able to get away. I don't think she had Flash up. No, she has Teleport. Anyway, so normally champions you don't see getting a Banshee's Veil first item except if it's like Rise, but Galio is an exception to that. You can also get on him first as well. This Ashe is doing the exact same thing that Bran did and actually just staying around like a retard, and Teemo's going to come around and start his own killing spree, and I'm going to go 3-0-1. And Wukong going to die again! Woo! Yeah, good job, retard. Anyway, so yeah, that was like a 1 mid, 1 loss bot, so alright, I guess. And as you can see from the chat, he's just raging basically. Anyway, so Banshee's Veil also has that Negatron Cloak, which gives you 50 magic resist after you buy the actual Banshee's Veil, and that's basically like saying yes, 50 magic resist, 375 health, 375 mana, and also 25 ability power. So it's just sort of like an added bonus. Anyway, so Teemo's gonna go for a rampage now. Ooh, pardon me. Just as he kills Mundo with the help of Volibear. And I'm going to be able to get that turret. Last hit the turret. And check this out. Check the damage on Ashe. I am going to use my Q. There's my E. And I'm actually going to ult here. That was actually quite a bit of damage. And unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get her. I probably could flash, but it doesn't matter because my Q is going to be able to kill her quite easily. And I'm going to start a rampage. Anyway, so what was I gonna say? Damn it! Okay, Merc Treads, yep, gives that extra magic resist. Buy any bits, you're retarded unless it's for a specific reason, but normally you should get Merc Treads because it's also like getting a tiny bit of Silk Shoes. And as you can see from the chat, I'll just bring it up here, Wukong's like raging and blaming Tryndamere because he keeps having to waste his money on useless vision wards. Well, first of all, if they're useless, don't waste your money on them. Don't blame your teammate Tryndamere, and also don't rage at Teemo who's saying if you want to see me, pay attention, otherwise stop wasting gold. He's actually giving you advice, mate. Shut up and listen. And I just noticed Brandon quit, and I actually had to ask for that because I'm retarded. Anyway, so it looks like Wukong gonna go in and ult, and he's gonna die. And if he rage quits, yep, there we go, rage quit. And why he's rage quitting, I don't know. Anyway, so I'm gonna flash and use my E and be able to take him down. And Tryndamere is gonna go after Ashe, take her down. And I'm gonna go after Heimerdinger, but I'm not gonna be able to kill him. There's a Q, but there's a mushroom and a turret hit and stun. And I'm just gonna piss him off and stop him recalling because I'm that much of a meanie. Anyway, so as you can see from the chat, this Wukong's just pissed as hell. And I was surprised that he hadn't rage quit yet, so it could have been a 4v4, but didn't really happen. Anyway, so Mundo sort of just like walked past me right here, didn't really care, and Teemo got to teleport in as well. And I'm just going to go back up mid because I wanted to go back to my lane, even if the tower had gone. Because I'm just about to hit 11, and we can also see if the 50% of incoming damage actually does go up. So let's just see what happens. Okay, so let's see. No, it's only the damage and mana cost and cooldown. So it looks like again coming in bot here. We're gonna have Mundo doing something against Volibear, but Volibear's gonna go after Mundo while Wukong goes after Teemo, and Wukong's gonna get poisoned and ignited. Will he be able to survive? Yeah, he'll be fine. It looks like Mundo getting chased by Volibear. I'm gonna fail my skills as Mundo jukes like a frickin' boss. Teemo's gonna, I'm gonna ult, and Trinimir's gonna kill Mundo. I'm gonna go after Heimerdinger. There's a nice Ashe ultimate, actually not hitting me, but hitting Trinimir. I'm gonna keep going after this, Heimerdinger. I wish I could have queued later, but it doesn't matter because someone's going to get the kill. And if it was Trinimir, I'm fine with that. So long as it wasn't Wukong, because he is a useless piece of crap. Anyway, see, he calls us noobs. Like, look at this. So he's pissed, and then he's like, you're only doing better because you're a higher level. Only because they're a higher level. Not because he's a retard. If he was, like, only because you're a higher level. Well, because they're a higher level shows that he's doing something wrong. And then he calls us noobs. And then I'm like, says the guy that you're not, that's not going so well. 254. I mean, obviously, I would say that because I'm a bit cocky myself. Anyway, so I don't know why he's calling us noobs. Because he is obviously a noob, and he does not deserve that skin. I have no idea what Wukong's talking about, but I have no idea what's even happening in the chat anymore. Anyway, so looks like Wukong's being an idiot. Anyway, so looks like we're gonna go after Mundo once again. I don't even know why. I'm gonna pop my shield on Volibear just to give him that extra armor and magic resist, and we're also almost gonna be able to get him. But this was a here comes Teemo as well. This was a problem I had with this Volibear. I never actually talked to him about it, but every time I'm just about to use my Q, he would just fling them in the opposite direction, and it pissed me off a lot. Like, it was very, very annoying. But if you're a Volibear out there, please don't do that. But I guess there's not really any way to tell. Anyway, Wukong's being annoyed because he's 3 bot and he's under-leveled. But who cares? So yeah, I have a Negatron cloak to build into that Banshees, as I said, and I want a blue, but I think someone had taken it. Nope. Okay. It's just not there. Anyway, so I'm gonna recall, and guess what I'm gonna buy? Yeah, I'm waiting still though as well. There we go, Banshee's Veil. Okay. So, like I told you, Banshee's Veil is a great item, and Teemo's getting chased by Mundo. Oh, that Mundo. But it looks like Teemo's gonna actually get a kill on Ashe with those shrooms. So that was a nice shroom placement. Like, this Teemo is probably one of the best Teemos I've ever seen in a long, long time. He's got shrooms everywhere. Like, everywhere. Like, later on, Teemo getting another kill. What the hell? I don't even know what happened there, but it looks like Volibear unfortunately didn't get that kill. Anyway, so what symmetry? Anyway, so I don't know what to say. Oh yeah, but he puts shrooms like everywhere on this side, so that's also what you want to do with Teemo. I'm not sure if I even have a Teemo video. If I don't, then I'll probably make one. But anyway, so I don't know. Okay, I'm not gonna even talk about what's happening in the chat. And let's see. Wukong still having a bit of a whinge. Oh. And looks like Wukong gonna go after Ashe for some retarded reason. And this is why he's under-leveled. And looks like he's gonna hit shrooms and everything. Oh. Gonna get quite a bit of damage, and unfortunately Trinimir going to have to flash as he took quite a bit of damage as well. Volibear is gonna go onto Mundo and Heimerdinger for some reason, but he'll be able to get out safely, and nothing is actually even happening. So I'm gonna speed this up just a tad. And Volibear was gonna go for blue, and I think, I'm not too sure if he wanted to get blue buff or not, but it looks like Wukong getting quite low. unfortunately for the enemy Teemo, he did ignite and poison the clone instead. So, bit of an idiot. But I was like, Volibear, don't go for blue. Actually, stop this recall. As I knew he was there, but Volibear was just too slow. And I was like, oh my gosh. And Volibear's going to pop his ultimate. I don't even know the cooldown, but I thought I was retarded. But anyway, this Wukong is absolutely retarded. I want blue. You should give it to me. Or even Volibear, but not the guy who's going to be useless. So, retarded Wukong. Anyway, so nothing really happening. I'm just gonna speed this up just a bit. Anyway, so it looks like Volibear gonna go after Mundo, who's 2 levels above him. There's the exhaust going on to Volibear. I'm going to help out as much as I can. I probably could use my ultimate, but I'm not going to use it just yet. I think I'll use it in just a second. There's the flip, and I told you what I said earlier. Oh, I don't actually use it because he does actually ghost away. And there's the actual disconnect telling us. But looks like he won't be able. We won't be able to get him, as he'll be able to get away from us. Anyway, so looks like Teemo just hanging around in the area. I'm going to hopefully recall. Ooh, Volibear taking quite a bit of damage. I'm going to slow, and that's put my shield on him, and that's going to stop him from getting enough damage. Anyway, so it looks like Wukong actually going to go after Teemo, and I am going to be able to get quite a bit of damage on him, just enough for Wukong to be able to catch up, so he can get the kill on him. We're going to go after Heimerdinger, and I was like, Wukong, get out of here. That's what I was thinking, at least. He even uses his clone, but I use my ultimate, and he still goes back in, like, retard, and then he's going to die to the turret, and then I'm going to be able to get away, but, see, now he's like, oh, wow. He's like, oh, FFS, wow, and I'm like, wow, Will, you're horrible. And, well, this is when the argument starts. Anyway, so Wukong's like, yeah, why would I buy a skin if I'm so bad? That would be dumb. And I was like, well, you sure aren't good. Anyway, so it looks like Volibear, I think, and Trinity going after someone. Ashe, it seems, and gonna kill her. Gonna go after Mundo, but they're not going to. And Teemo as well. Anyway, so it looks like Wukong talking smack about me, talking smack about him, and I'm just like, lol. I'm talking smack about him after he does things bad, but but that's just what happens. Anyway, so while I'm talking to him about this, I'm actually just being really cheerful because I like pissing him off like that. But it doesn't really matter because nothing's gonna come of it. Anyway, so I took not as much damage as Heimerdinger, but still quite a bit. And it looks like Mundo going after Volibear, but he's going to just back off, as I can't see the health bars even, but it looks like Volibear was quite low. Oh, I should mention also, I have yet another Negatron Cloak, and that was to build into Le Force of Nature. Le Force of Nature, great item on him, gives him extra health regen, magic resist, and also that movement speed, and who doesn't love all 3 of those things? So I'm going to sell my mana pot right now. Bam. Now. Yeah. And then I'm going to sell it. Anyways. So after that, I normally like to go for just tanky items. Like, I try and go for a Guardian's Angel, but unfortunately I don't finish it by the end of this match. As you can see, there's not much left. Aegis of the Legion is also a good item, but I didn't go for that this game. I didn't think it would be necessary. And let's see, nothing happening. Okay, next time I Q, I'm actually going to slow it down to find out what he does. Okay. So we're going to go after Heimerdinger, and I want to see if it comes from his eyes. I'm not too sure. Okay, I don't know. It looks like it might. Anyway, so we're going to be able to get Heimerdinger as he's taken down by Teemo, even though he ghosted. Yep, there we go. And there's like a whole bunch of mushrooms right there, but no one's bothered to actually get them. But I'm not sure if Teemo even realizes that shrooms like that don't actually stack. Like, you can't get extra. Anyway, so I'm gonna go use my ultimate, but that was a nice Ashe ultimate coming out of nowhere, like somewhere around here. Like, I don't even know where she was. Like, there was a shroom there. She could have run into it, but somehow I didn't see her, and that was just very nice of her. Not for me though, but like for him. Anyway. Anyway, so not particularly anything happening now, just trying to put a bit of pressure onto this turret as well as keeping them at bay with my Q. But other than that, not going to be able to do anything, and I'm just going to farm. Anyway, so the Wukong's going to come in and ult, and I'm going to try and do what I can, but I think Wukong's going to die, I'm not too sure, but he uses his clone, and he almost dies. Oh, no, he does die, and I bet he's going to rage now. Yep. No help. Well, what do you want us to do? What? Wave a banana in front of the turrets? Like, just doesn't work. Anyway, so I know when to get out now, and unfortunately, Volibear doesn't, and Volibear dies. I'm going to get chased by Mundo, but he won't chase me for much longer. Like, he stops now, and I'm just going to be able to recall. And it looks like Teemo getting, engaging on our Tryndamere, but not going to be able to do much. And I'm merely going to compliment Teemo on his shrooms. Anyway, so it looks like Ashe popping her head out somewhere. Not too sure where though. And let's see what's gonna happen. Ooh, there she is. Okay, this is very confusing. What the hell? Is this sped up? Nope. Now it is. Anyway, so this Galio's, this Wukong's whinging like he should be AFK or something. I'm gonna teleport somewhere. No, I'm not. I'm actually not gonna teleport because I decided not to because Volibear went there. I just didn't see him. Anyway, so now Wukong's having a bitch about how he has to go B again. Word of advice for anybody that actually does that: don't, because nobody actually cares. Just recall, have a chill pill, and figure it out in the morning, because no one actually cares right now. Anyway, so Wukong's almost gonna die to the turrets because he's retarded, and Teemo's gonna just do something really weird. They think he's in this bush right here, so they're gonna waste all their AoE spells there while he's actually here. So you'll just see like volleys coming out because they don't actually know that he's here, not there. So you can just see volleys coming out, and it looks really weird. See, so she's just being retarded. Anyway, so I'm gonna come in here, and Teemo should pop his head out anytime soon. Yep, there he is. So they were like, oh well, lol, he wasn't actually there, as you can see from the chat. But the good thing now is that we'll be able to hang around in this area for a bit. So see, Ashe is like on crack. Anyway, so it looks like Tryndamere is still going with this Teemo on this turret. So it looks like Teemo trying to defend this turret really well, as Tryndamere can't do anything to it. Anyway, so I'm going to ult here very nicely. We're going to be able to take down Ashe, and unfortunately Teemo going to get quite a bit of damage on him. I'm going to try and slow him and speed him up or whatever. Exhaust going on to Teemo, but it looks like we'll be able to get out. And that cleaver. Dem cleavers! Anyway, so got my Force of Nature, and I do believe I get a cloth armor. Yes, this was to build into a Guardian's Angel for reasons I have specified earlier. Anyway, so Teemo just hanging around, putting some shrooms, got a recall. And I'm just gonna go mid. Anyways, so this Teemo just kept doing the same thing about stacking shrooms. Don't stack shrooms, just space them out, because first of all, they'll actually hit them more probably, and also there's the fact that the damage doesn't stack, it will just restart it, and if you have it and then it instantly restarts, well, it's like getting hit by one shroom. Anyway, so Teemo putting his shrooms there, gonna try and lure them into it, but unfortunately he's not that successful because I accidentally popped my head out a bit too early and ruined it. So he's got like 6 or 7 shrooms right here already. And I was like, oh yeah, can I have blue? Just as Volleyball asked me. He's going to leash it for me, and I'm going to be able to take it. And unfortunately, they are going to get mid turret. I could have probably teleported and saved it, but, you know, either way, they were going to take it. So I was like, oh, might as well. So, unfortunately, they're going to take it. I'm going to take blue, and Wukong's going to take bot with Tryndamere. And Wukong's like, oh, go away, I need my farm, because I'm even going to be farming. Like, jeez, 59. Volibear's got less farm, 2 less kills, and less deaths. But he's not whinging, so unfortunately I did ruin that bait. I showed my head out. And I wasn't going to recall just yet. I was hoping that I could be able to ult one of them. And I'm not too sure, I don't remember. Anyway, so it looks like Teemo going after Volibear, maybe not. I was trying to get my Q over the wall, but I wasn't really able to. And here comes Heimerdinger, and Teemo gonna go around into the shrooms. Oh, that's a lot of damage. And we're gonna go up to Teemo. I'm gonna ult and be able to take him down. Gonna focus after the Heimerdinger or Mundo and Ashe as well. Those are the only 3 people there. Looks like Teemo getting quite low. Oh, really close. And that cleaver to the face. Unfortunately, gonna take him down. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to save him. But we did go 1 for 1 there. And we were able to get bot turret as Tryndamere, or mid turret and bot turret, because Teemo was up here. So, well, everybody else was. So, we did go for 1 for 1 there with 2 turrets. So, that was a good trade for us. And I was able to recall and get a non-magic mantle. I could have gotten the chain vest, which is more expensive, but the non-magic mantle again gives me ability power, and also the fact that I was worried about Teemo, Heimerdinger, and I'm not sure if Mundo's cleavers do magic or physical damage. Anyway, so that's the theory behind my itemizing, and it looks like Tryndamere getting a double kill as Wukong almost died going 1v2 because he's retarded, but Tryndamere was able to come in and save him just in the nick of time. And I'm not sure if Wukong's like stacking thorn mails or something, but I don't know. Anyway, so looks like we're going after Mundo for some reason, and I wanted to go after Teemo, so I decided to deal quite a bit of damage, and it doesn't matter because they're going to surrender in slow-mo. Yeah. Whee! Anyway, so that's going to be GG. I hope you guys enjoyed this game. Like, favorite, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Leave a comment on who you would like me to play next. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video, whatever that is.